Sagittarius. I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for April 2015. This month I laid out the Rainbow Tarot spread for you and pulled an additional card from Doreen Virtue's Archangel Michael Oracle cards. If you're interested in learning more about me or scheduling a private reading with me, please visit my website, theluckymermaid.com. Now on to your April 2015 reading, Sagittarius. You have some very interesting cards here in this layout, and your first one is a very good card. You have the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups to me is a card that symbolizes a happy marriage, a happy coupling with someone, a happy partnership in romance and love with someone. It's emotional fulfillment. You're on the same page with each other. You're happy. Your life is going in a positive direction, emotionally speaking. And if you have children, your children are happy and you have a happy home and are just happy emotionally all the way around. I hear there's a big shift and energy changing going on within you, Sagittarius. I hear many of you have exited out of relationships that were unhealthy for you. So kudos to you there, Sag, because that is a difficult thing to do, but sometimes it turns out to be the best thing for you in the long run. Somebody out there has ended a romance or a partnership of some sort, romantically speaking, that's been going on 27 years, because my guides are mentioning that particular time frame. Some of you Sagittarians are going to be getting back together again with someone that you knew from the past. That's going to be re-entering your life. Now, this could come from a random phone call or message. You could maybe run into them. But the thing that comes up the strongest, I am seeing the computer. So I feel for many of you, your reconnection comes through social media in some way. You could be on a dating site and reconnect with each other that way, or some other social media out there. For many of you, you will be recoupling with that person. So that's kind of a surprising message. I don't often hear that in the general readings, that somebody from the past is coming back. I do hear it once in a while, but you definitely have it off this first card, Sagittarius. So that doesn't mean if you're single and looking for romance, it's only going to come that way, but it's coming up first, so that's strongest. I feel for you married Sagittarians, you're going to be coming together as a united front against somebody or something that has wronged you. This could be maybe somebody took a lawsuit out against you and your partner, your spouse or your significant other, or, this could be just family troubles, people trying to cause you trouble, and in a kind of a group dynamic coming at you, and that you and your love mate merge together to join forces against whatever opposition you're coming against. Even if you have any kids that are causing you problems, or they're having problems, like maybe they're involved in, drugs or alcohol or something you don't like, you're going to be uniting with your partner to speak out or to join forces about this person that's having those kind of troubles in your life. It just depends on which Sagittarius you are as to who this person is going to be in your life. I'm hearing many of you Sagittarians are going to be making a commitment of marriage again. So if you're single and after being divorced, or if you're widowed, I feel that you are going to be making a commitment of marriage, many of you, and, or serious partnership that would be like a lifetime commitment with someone. Existing things that were stale are going to get overthrown now. So because I'm hearing in a money sense, you're also going to be getting some money to come at you but I feel like any old ways of doing something are getting cast aside. Could be old programs or methods you used at your work, or old business associates or coworkers or whatever. Things are getting changed that's old or stale in whatever regard that would have to do with you getting money. And they're being overthrown now, and new things are coming in here. It's like I see this shift in Sagittarius. You're another sign to me that seems this month, maybe even last month too, or just this year, going into 2015, there's been some change. Like first you were over here, now I feel like you're over here. So you're going to be experiencing a lot of shifts in positive ways, Sagittarius. So that's good news. I'm happy for you. Now, the next card you have in this layout here is the Moon. And the Moon is a card to me that symbolizes, this can be secrecy and deception and lies in a romantic relationship. It can also be a card that symbolizes your intuition getting heightened, your psychic ability really jumping up a notch here. I'm hearing you're going through an emotional turnaround. It's like you're traveling through the tunnel to the light, but the light is emotional, like blessings, like things improving for you. That's what it means. And I do feel that many of you are going to be enveloped in a sense of pride and accomplishment because you've made it through such difficult times and dealings of what you've had to go through. It's like I feel that you feel like you've been through fire and now you've come out on the other side. So that's interesting because fire and smoke and all that is purification. So interesting. There's a great sensitivity going on in your mind right now, and I feel your psychic ability is really heightened. I'm seeing like they're showing me antennas going up, like your antennas are up, Sag, right now. So use that to your advantage and start tuning in to whatever it is you want to get the scoop on or heads up on yourself. So really pay attention to your own psychic ability and sixth sense right now. Don't second guess yourself because my guides are telling me it's very high for you right now. They're showing me a brick path or cobblestone, stone or brick path, and almost like the bricks are gold tinted, and that they're showing me you're laying the groundwork now and the path for what direction you're going to go in. And it looks to me, it's kind of reminding me a little bit of the yellow brick road. So I feel that you are going to be taking one step at a time to get everything in order, because I feel now you really feel ready and determined to succeed. Doesn't matter what you want to succeed in. Some of you want to succeed in your in business, right? Some of you want to succeed in love, like you've had it with relationships that have let you down and been disappointing. Some of you want to succeed in conquering your detractors, betrayers, deterrers, any negative things that have affected you or held you back or kept you trapped in situations. I feel that your determination to succeed is very high right now. I hear that you're going to be taking advantage of a money situation that's going to be coming at you, and you're going to work it and turn it and use it to your advantage. Any gossiping going on or pushing and pulling of clientele, I hear you're going to win them over. You're going to be the one that succeeds. So you have to think about that message because that's going to apply to each of you in a different way. But I feel that for some of you, that are in a workplace where there's competition among peers in a working environment, you're going to either get the deal, land the deal, get the accounts, get the bonus, get the promotion, whatever it is. But I feel like it's more like you getting the deals, and then the deals are going to pay off for you. Now, if you're a non-working Sagittarius, I know that might not make sense to you, but in your situation, if you're non-working, I feel that you are going to be taking a really broad interest and deep interest in your family and getting really involved with them. This could be family you didn't deal with before. This could be family that either you're estranged from and you haven't talked to in a long time, or if you're coupled with someone like a husband or a wife, or you are just partnered with someone in a romantic relationship, you might be dealing with your partner's family, because I'm getting you dealing with family, but it's that you want to. I don't feel in this situation like you're totally being forced in this regard. And for some of you, it's going to be about advising senior people in your family, like what to do. In some situations, you're going to become like the leader, if you haven't been already, where people are going to start coming to you and asking you, what should we do about this? Or what should we do about that? If you haven't been in a family leadership position before, you already coupled Sagittarians, that's going to start for you. Now, so the messages are different, whether you're single or a already coupled and married Sagittarian. Now, the next card you have that's crowning your reading today, Sagittarius, for this April 2015 Psychic Tarot reading, you have the card that's Death. And the Death card is, to me, a card that symbolizes transformation, something ending so something new can begin. It does not always mean a physical death. Usually it doesn't. However, I have seen this card come up when somebody has passed away in your life, like in somebody's life, like, you know, a parent or a sibling or somebody. There's somebody around you that may have passed away. It can come up with this card, but usually it's a transitioning card, something ending so something new can begin. I feel some of you have some jealousy around family members and that you're recouping some losses. For some of you Sagittarians, somebody did pass away in your family, and there's some people around you in your family that are not happy with the way either this person's money or personal property were divided, or both. Some Sagittarians out there are going to be getting some kind of job that involves being at the front of the community or working with the community. This could be for a paying position, but for some of you, it will be something you're doing voluntarily. Some Sagittarius out there is going to be gathering up some people for some kind of cruise, and it could be a cruise that's a benefit to raise some money for maybe a cancer foundation or possibly some other medical, related foundation or charity. For some of you, it's just you're getting people, like you could be working in travel. You could be doing travel, or this could be a promotion for your business. Like, hey, come with us on the, great wide open cruise to, nowhere in the middle of, the Pacific or whatever. And the proceeds of what they pay for the trip fund something that you're doing, or there's entertainment there. But some Sagittarians are definitely going on gathering up people for some kind of trip, and for many of you it would be a cruise, and it is to either promote or fund something is connected to that. If there's any of you Sagittarians that have some kind of court date set, I hear that it's going to come up really quickly and it's going to get settled. Whatever this is, it's going to get settled really fast, like in one fell swoop. That's what I'm hearing. So I feel like either maybe your court date for something got changed and it's going to come up really quick. Very quickly, much sooner than what you thought. And I also feel whatever the judgment is that goes on at this court proceedings or dealings is quick. I don't feel like this is some dragged out thing. So hopefully that'll make sense to you, some of you Sagittarians out there that are facing some legal situation that has to go to court. So I do see quick and speedy resolution for you. Any Sagittarians that have been pondering leaving a relationship, I do feel that it's on top of you. If you haven't already done it recently, I feel you will be doing it, because this Death card is also symbolizing that as well. So quite a few big variety of messages came out from the Death card, kind of all over the place with that one. But now the next card you have in your layout, Sagittarius, is a card that I really personally happen to like, and some people may not really get it because it's not like this fantastic, overwhelmingly great card in the deck, but it is one of my favorites, is Ace of Swords. And Ace of Swords is a card that symbolizes getting to the truth and the heart of the matter, and victory. It means victory. You're victorious. And in some cases, you've gotten to the truth, and truth is known, which is always very helpful in so many situations. I feel that if you are not in a lawsuit with anybody yet, I feel that you are feeling prompted to take some kind of legal action against someone. You taking it against someone else. If you're not in one now with someone, I hear you're prompted to do that. So this could be from inner urgings, like you just feel like you have to do it. It could also be that you've consulted a lawyer and they're saying you really need to pursue this, or family or friends might be saying, hey, you better, pursue this legal action. I do feel that some of you Sagittarians are going to be taking some legal action against somebody. I do feel that many of you Sagittarians are going to be getting a boost up or a leg up financially from somebody. And in some cases, it could be due to this legal issue that I see a swift and speedy resolution to. For some of you, I'm hearing the words like parting of the ways and dividing the spoils. So in some situations, I see Sagittarians dividing their money with someone else, like splitting it. But it's not a negative thing. It's not that you're doing it and you feel negative about it. It's not a negative thing that you're splitting this money, and you actually are feeling good about it. So it's I feel like you're going to be a little humbled in some way and surprised that whatever this was dealt with fairly. I feel like for some reason you're not expecting how this division happens, and what you end up getting surprises you. It's better than you would have thought, and you feel like it does make a very deep impression on you emotionally, not just as well as getting the money. There's some emotional reaction to it going this way, and it's a positive one, but I feel like you're taken back and surprised by it. Some of you are going to be feeling like you're starting over and starting on a new path or course, or turning over a new leaf, and I'm hearing the words education, self-educating yourself, and education, like you may consider going back to school to get a degree or something like that. But it just depends on who you are out there. Some of you are doing self-education. Some of you I see taking classes online. You might be going after your master's degree or some other degree and doing it through the computer. And I feel some of you are actually going to be going back to school and attending school in person to either get a certificate in something, or a trade, like in a trade, or a degree. But I do see that for many of you Sagittarians, and I feel that many of you Sagittarians are going to do this because of some money you're going to get. money has come up here a few times. So I feel like that's part of the reason that you do it. And you're seeing it as like an investment in your future, because whatever you're going to do and study, either on your own or through school or through the computer, you're going to be putting that to good use through making more money for yourself. So it's going to be a positive step to take. I hear you're going to be listening to something on the radio. And many of you are going to be, I'm hearing it's broadcasting on your network, something you're going to be listening to. And I feel that it's really going to be speaking to you and making sense to you. Like it's something you're supposed to hear. So for some of you, it might be this video. But I see the radio. So it may have nothing to do with this video, but I'm hearing that message that there's something soon that you're going to be hearing that's like a message directly to you, and you're going to take it like a sign. I feel there's somebody that's going to enter a competition out there that's been doing some body sculpting with weights, and because I'm hearing body sculpting and design. And I feel that you're going to enter some kind of competition because of this. Now, for some of you, it is actually bodybuilding and sculpting with weights and training and, all the, physical activity. For some of you, it's actually tattooing. And for some of you, it's actually like maybe tattooing, even like tattooing makeup and body piercings or something. Some of you, it's to do with that. It's not everybody's doing the buff. I'm working out and getting total like muscle definition everywhere. And it's not all that. Some of you, because I see some people lying on a table and there's somebody with a tattoo needle over them. So it just depends on, I just hearing it, but it sounds like a competition or an exhibition or a competition. Those words are coming up here. I don't know if you're going to win. Some of you might, but I definitely you're going to be getting a big notoriety for what you've done at this event. Whether you win an award or you don't, you're definitely getting positive notoriety from that, from whatever efforts you've put in there. People are going to be talking in a positive way about you. So that's an interesting message for the Sagittarians out there. I hear from many of you, you really have had some family matters that have really gotten stirred up, like somebody took a big stick and stirred the pot up in your family. I do hear that for some of you Sagittarians with this Ace of Swords. I feel in this case, leadership comes up again about you, and you're going to be taking the bull by the horns and putting stops to certain situations, putting on the brakes. It seems like you're going to have a lot of power and control, Sagittarius, that maybe you kind of let slip away or you haven't had for a while, because I get you like you're putting a stop to this and you're not going to have that. Like you're in a real take charge kind of control situation. This especially has to do with family situations in, whatever that could be. I just see you like putting up boundaries for people, telling what people need to take a hike, to tell, some people in this situation that they need to stop if they're causing trouble, or to step back from a situation. Like you're really leading the way here and leading the charge in with this Ace of Swords. Now, in the outcome card of the tarot portion of your reading for today, Sagittarius, this night keeps showing up. This must be the month of the nights. Quite a few of the signs, I haven't done them all, but quite a few signs are getting a night, and it keeps seeming to be this Knight of Pentacles keeps showing up for different people. And the Knight of Pentacles to me is an earth sign male. This would be a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo. That could be his sun sign, his rising sign, or his moon sign. I feel for some of you Sagittarians, this Knight of Pentacles has been in your life and he has been ill. Now, I believe this Knight of Pentacles showed up for one of the other signs as having an illness. So maybe you're in that same family because it's coming up here again. I feel he's determined to see this through and beat it. And it sounds like this guy could have cancer. I feel he's actually may have even been given a timeline of how long he's got left to live, but I'm hearing he's going to beat it. So that's good. He's going to, his will is kicking in very strongly here, and I feel he's going to combat his illness. I get a lot of trepidation and fear lying around him, circling around him. But I hear he is going to step out of it. And one of the things I pick up that he's going to do is he's going to start to do physical exercise, which is funny. So he must be well enough to be able to do something physical, because I see that's part of what gets him out of his fear and this funk of worry and what's going to happen to me. And I feel a lot of what changes for him, what makes the positive changes for him, is not just for his own fear of dying and strong will to live and survive. It's also the fact of the exercise and what he's going to do physically. He may even start drinking something, because I keep seeing it's kind of like a mango colored liquid. That's what it looks like to me. Maybe a little touch of pinkish orange, mainly orange. And I'm seeing him drink this. Now, it could be some kind of, special drink that boosts energy or has vitamin properties to it. I don't know what it is. But drinking that and whatever exercise or thing he's going to do is actually going to, I don't know if it's going to cure him, but it's definitely going to buy him way more time in his life than whatever is being predicted for him right now through the medical profession. He harbors a lot of judgment and grief over judgments that have been held in the past. Some of these have been his own judgments, and some of these have been judgments that have been against him by others. Wow, I've never heard this kind of message before. I'm hearing he's trying to decode himself. I feel like he feels like he's gotten programmed with some kind of negativity. Almost like, like a flash drive that you plug into the computer. It's like he feels like he's gotten this flash drive of negativity that's been plugged into him, and he wants to decode it and get rid of it. It's weird. I see him. He's got a lot of unique and interesting perspectives. And I feel that he's quite intelligent. And I feel that if he was somebody that took God or religion or faith of any kind out of it in the past, I feel he's also now putting faith back in his life. So I almost feel that this guy here in your life feels like he's been taken over by negative energies and forces. And that because of other things that have gone on in his life, he feels like maybe he brought these things onto himself karmically, but that there's some negative force that wants these things to happen to him, almost like punishment. And I feel he is thinking he's going to decode these things with his brain and turn things around. And you know what? He's not wrong. He really is going to change a lot of things for himself. So now how he plays into your life of who he is, he's definitely somebody that's majorly important to you, or he wouldn't be showing up here in a 5-card spread as your outcome card. Otherwise, he is somebody that is important and matters to you. First, he comes up as a brother or a friend. He could even be a father or a nephew. But so first and foremost, he's coming up to me as family. I feel that he's been deceiving people and lying to some people for a while about how badly he's felt. I feel like he's kept some of this secret. And I'm seeing something Irish or green around him, like I'm seeing a shamrock and I'm seeing something green. I don't know if it's a flag that has shamrock on it or hanging on his wall, or if it's just symbolizing to show me he could have an Irish background. That's what I'm seeing there. So for some of you, he's Irish. He's been going through trauma for a while, and I feel like now he's going to be ending it or putting it to rest. Like he's going to start getting past his traumas. Now, not to be ridiculously opposite and weird here, but for some of you, he's a marriage partner that you've known in the, that you were married to or were romantically connected to in the past that shows back up again. But I don't feel it's this, I always said you have a love return. I don't know. In this sense, I'm not so sure it's that person, because this seems like if he's the person that shows up from the past, in this case, if he's not a family member to you, I don't feel like you're happy he shows back up. I feel like if he's the person that shows back up, he causes a lot of trouble within your family, or has. And I do feel like this is in the month of April that he comes back in a powerful way. So I want to say this again. I don't feel that it's the same person that comes back romantically speaking for you in the 10 of Cups. For those Sagittarians, I pick a romance coming back up because I feel that was going to get rekindled. This, I don't feel, is the same. He comes up as a brother or a friend first, and then the partner last. But I feel like if he comes back up, if it's this guy that comes back up, you're not happy about it. Like he's caused trouble in the past and you're not feeling like you want to deal with him. So, and then the sick Knight of Pentacles, that I don't feel they're all the same guy. It's a little confusing. So it's always a little challenging when the people cards show up because, since it's a reading for all Sagittarians, he's not going to make sense to be the same guy for all of you, which is what private readings are for. Readings here on YouTube, I'm not going to be able to make sense to everyone, but hopefully it made sense to a lot of you. Now, for the outcome card of your Doreen Virtues, Archangel Michael Oracle cards, you have the card. Now, another sign got this as well, so this came up twice this time. Forgive yourself, you've done nothing wrong. And the prayer on this card says, I ask that you help me let go of self-blame and forgive myself. Please guide me in releasing any toxic anger or fear towards others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for allowing me to feel centered and at peace. I hear you're going to begin to talk a different way and feel a different way. I hear that you are seriously done with instigation and manipulation by other people, and your whole mode of operating right now is get out of my way. So for many of you Sagittarians, you're like, I'm not having any of it. Move on, move aside. I do feel you're going to have many people that are going to want to feel close to you and are going to be doing what you say. So it seems to me like you command a lot of authority and presence right now. So use that to your advantage, Sagittarius. I feel many of you are going to leave an unhealthy situation or romance and possibly move so far that you will feel like you're on the opposite side of the map, they're saying to me. So some of you are going to leave unhealthy relationships and take off in a completely different direction. And any old wounds that get opened up and rehashed, you're going to be putting them to rest too. And I'm telling you that some of you do have somebody that comes back into your life. Some it's for love and it's a rekindling of a love relationship. And some of it, you're not happy that this person came back. It just depends. And any old wounds that get opened up, you're going to be ending that. Like they're going to close now. You'll get closure on some old wounds. I also hear that you're going to become seriously committed to a project or a plan, and you will be ultimately fulfilling it seeing it through and succeeding. So that did come up. If you listened to this more than once, you did have some real succeeding here in different areas. You need to go back and listen. I feel like if I was going to brand your reading today, I would say it's the reading of succeeding and kind of like power, like getting power back, succeeding and regaining power. That's how your cards came up to me today, Sagittarius. So I hope this reading was of some help to you, and I hope that it made sense to you. I'd like to say, if you're interested in getting a private reading with me, or you'd like to learn more about me, please visit my website, theluckymermaid.com. I want to also say thank you so much for liking my videos, for watching them, sharing them, and subscribing to my channel, and for Google Plusing. I do appreciate that. And I wish you a fantastic month of April, Sagittarius, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.